joined by Chris Maragos now, and you ended at Horlick, but you started at Racine Park, right? Talk about your time there.
It was great. We had a lot of family ties to Racine Park. My mom was a teacher there, actually, and my brother was just a graduate when I was a freshman. He was a senior. My dad was a football player there, went to Park. So I was in the district, and then I transferred to Racine Horlick, our crosstown rival, and finished out my senior year there.
And how was it playing at Horlick under Coach Machado?
It was good. It was a blast. I think the style of offense fit my personality a little bit better, and definitely put me in a position to take my abilities to the next level.
Now, you didn't start here at Wisconsin. You started over at Western Michigan. What led you to going there?
Really for me, Western Michigan was the only Division I school to even give me a walk-on spot, a preferred walk-on. So I had some 1AA looks, some schools that were interested, but I didn't even have a Division I school to even give me a shout to say, hey, just come on the team. That's all I was looking for. And I was really confident in my ability, and for me, I just wanted to go out there and play at the highest level. And I took that opportunity, and Western Michigan at that time was getting a new coach in Bill Cubitt, and they had a receivers coach that I really respect. He's in the NFL coaching now, and it was just a good situation for me to go there at that time.
And then what leads to you coming to Wisconsin? How did that work out?
Yeah, as I was a walk-on, and I was a starter as a redshirt freshman. I caught 25 passes my freshman year, and I still wasn't kind of getting any scholarship indication from my coach. And I talked with him, and I was still kind of getting, he's kind of beating around the bush, and I said, hey, listen, I'm producing. I held up my end of the bargain, and you kind of weren't yours. So, I just felt that, it was just more of a level of respect and trust. And at that time, I wasn't receiving that. So, I was going to transfer down divisions to not sit out, and I was kind of pretty upset, and prayed about it a lot with my family, and we decided to come here to Wisconsin.
And now that you are here, being from Racine, was it a dream of yours to always play at Wisconsin? I guess, how is running out onto Camp Randall and playing for the Badgers?
It's huge. My family has about 17 graduates of the University of Wisconsin. I grew up bleeding red and white, and I can remember my parents have had season tickets since 1993. So I was coming up here when Jason Dorian and Jim Leonard and all those guys were playing. It was just my dream to run out there in the tunnel and to play here, and now to have the opportunity is just, it's amazing.
And now getting into this year, a lot of people wrote Wisconsin off at the beginning of the year, but you continue just to prove people wrong. What's the team's attitude been throughout the whole year and now as you guys move forward?
Yeah, I think, it's funny because Coach B says we're workers, and that's true. That's true about this team. It's a different mentality than a lot of other guys that I've been around, and it's really cohesive, and guys are unselfish. They're willing to play for each other, and I think every day everybody's just coming to work, and that's all you can ask. And when you get 11 as one, good things happen.
Have you expected personally to do as well as you're doing this year?
Well, I think anytime you're an athlete, anytime you're a competitor, you got to expect it. You have to expect it. As an athlete, anytime you go out there, you got to expect to win. You got to expect to be the best. But at the same time, too, it's a nice surprise, But to say that I didn't expect it, I'd be lying to you.
Harnish under a blitz. Broke it up, incomplete. The senior, the captain, Chris Maragos.
What was it like the first 2 weeks of the season, making the key defensive plays to basically clinch the game both times? What was that like, getting all the attention or getting, I don't know if it was friends talking to you, but media notice too? What was that like, kind of being the hero for 2 weeks?
It's, for me, I just want to put myself in a position to help the team win. And fortunately for me and the team, I was in that position, and fortunately I made those plays. And whoever it might have been, whether it been another guy or myself, we're just happy that we did get a win, and however that shakes out, we're just extremely happy to be undefeated right now, and boy, it's been fun though.
I want to give you a chance because I know how important it is to talk about your faith, because I know you bring it up in a lot of answers. It's clearly very important to you. Where did that stem from? Why is it so important to you? You don't hear it a lot with today's athletes. Why is that important to you?
I'll tell you what, that's a great question, and for me, I was actually a pretty troubled kid. I grew up in the church, and I never took to it. I was caught selling drugs. I was using drugs in high school. Whatever it might be. I was really reckless, and there's a series of situations where I was getting in just big time trouble. Getting caught, doing different things, vandalizing, destruction of properties, suspended from school, a lot of different stuff. I got caught using, all different types of things, and for me, I was looking for something to satisfy me, and I wasn't getting satisfied by anything. I would for a little bit, but it'd fade away, And, it came to the point where I realized I need something more, and I realized, that myself falls short, and you know, I needed to turn my life to Christ, you know, and that's what I did my sophomore year of high school, and you know, for the first time I really did get that fulfillment and that peace, and you know, it still continues to this day, you know, and you know, I really feel now that I've been blessed so much by the Lord, man, that you know, in turn I want to be a blessing to other people, you know, and continue to be a light to people that are looking, you know, and are searching. So, you know, for me, it's a great opportunity to be here as an athlete. You know, a lot of people ask, you know, wow, you know, look at what's happened to you athletically, but you know, my favorite verse is Matthew 6:33. And seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you. And everybody asks, oh, you know, it's so cool that this stuff's happening. Why do you think this is happening? You know, because I really feel that God's given me a pedestal to glorify him through my athletic ability. And, you know, it's funny because people say, oh, this is out of the blue, but, you know, I really feel that God's just continuing to bless me.
So now that you are here, what's the best part about being on the Badgers, running out of that tunnel? Yeah. What's the best part about being on the team right now?
Man, just putting that W on your helmet, you know, and just understanding and knowing the pride and the tradition that goes on to the University of Wisconsin program. You know, it's humbling to run out there and even just to wear the C on your jersey, you know, and just, you know, to be elected captain and, you know, to even go out there and just carry on the tradition of just so many great players that have played here is just, it's extremely humbling, so.